What is up, everybody, and welcome to episode 9 of Spaghetti Shootout. Gentlemen, the tables have turned. Well, not physically the table, but I'm on the other side of the table. Now, you might notice that Jim is curiously absent today. It's because he has traveled all the way to the NUCA conference, which stands for, it's the National Unicorn Conference of America. He showed me his collection one time. Lot of glitter, and yeah, he's on the road. He's going to be there for a few days, so I think he's got a costume and everything. Across from me, we have Mr. Ryan Muckenhirn and new guest, Cody
Dummer.
Your words, not mine. We all know Ryan, yada, yada, yada. Cody, tell the viewers where you're at, what you're up to.
Hello, I'm Cody. I'm the Vortex Edge Experience Coordinator down at Vortex Edge. So if you come in and take a class, you'll be the first, or I'll be the first person that you see when you walk through the doors. And then I also manage the social media down there, now including the new TikTok for Vortex Edge. So go ahead and give that a check out.
That sounds hot.
Yep, it's fire.
I like that. All right, so we've done a few things. We got to talk about the standings here, Ryan, which, I mean, I'll say you're doing rather good. We've got Ryan at 5-2. Mark, myself at 3-5, Jimmy at 0-1, and we don't know where Cody's at, but we're about to find out. Now, one thing we're going to find out today is what the meatball of the month is, but viewers should know that you could be a meatball too, so submit your questions. There's a few ways you can do that, via the YouTube comments, social media in general, and Vortex Nation at vortexoptics.com. Now, a little more house cleaning here. We've got some comments from last week's episode. So before we get into the questions, we're going to read a few comments here. Commander Chipmunk says, fellas, I'm going to be totally honest. I look forward to these more than I look forward to payday. Absolutely love it. Thanks for all the laughs. I like these, but I'm trying to get paid.
I've never been here, but I feel so honored.
Well, hey, you're part of the team now. Russell Gavin, 1820. That knife almost ran off to wherever Mark's Yeti went. I think he's referring to my cup, Ryan, which you still have.
Which is, in fact, my cup.
More of a reminder than anything else. Dr. Froghopper, 6711. The Quiet Underdog wins, just like I always do, by being singularly, unexpectedly brilliant. We think alike, Mark. Well, Doctor, I appreciate other brilliant people like yourself. John the Recoil Junkie, I'm officially inviting Jimmy to my house for tacos. So when Jim gets back from NUCA, he's
that's fighting words there.
Got dinner waiting. A couple more here. Just, Jim, I was supposed to pare these down to 3. I didn't. Jim calls that my crippling indecision. Yes, best series ever. And 10 spaghettis. Last one, last but not least, a cameo with the Challenger all day. So, Cody, I'm going to need to borrow your car later. Okay, without further ado, shall we get to the questions? Cody, you are the guest. You can decide. You can be up first or you can defer. What would you like to do?
I'm going to go second. I'm going to let Ryan answer first.
He's deferred the kickoff. Okay, Ryan. Okay, also, MC Ryan showed me how to use this board earlier. Also, actually, I'm going to give Cody, he's going to start with a point for bringing notes.
Great. Somebody printed his notes for him.
It doesn't, it's the thought that counts.
Right.
Okay, question 1.
Is there a rule
Right,
on that?
do I hit when do I hit, okay, topic 1. We're going to hit, Ryan, this is to you.
Now, if you hit start, then it's just going to roll. Are you just hitting the topic?
I'm going to hit the topic first, and then I'll hit start.
Sorry.
The best barrel length for an AR-15 is? Question mark.
Yeah.
Question mark? Are you ready?
Party on, Greg.
And begin.
All right. So if we're looking at the best barrel length for an AR-15, I think we're going to look at what conventionally we're seeing ARs used most for these days, which I think is home defense, recreation, and tactical courses like those found at Vortex Edge, where you can find Cody. And I would say arguably 16 inches. I think that's a super functional barrel length. In the past, I had been a longer barrel length guy. I was shooting 24 and 20-inch guns. When I started shooting multi-gun competitively, I pared down to an 18, ran that for a number of years. I thought it was wonderful. Here I thought I was taking advantage of some super secret ballistic sauce. Switched to a 16-inch gun. I had a more maneuverable firearm. It was faster, it was lighter, and I think I drove the rifle a little bit better. And so I'd have to say, if I'm gonna pick a barrel length for all uses, 16. You can find some sort of ballistic advantage in a caliber swap just as well. Think 6 arc.
Cody, what are you going with?
That was a terrific answer, and I know he looked at my notes, so I'm going to have to remove these because I also agreed with 16, but I'm going to go one step further, 13.9. 13.9 is a great, fantastic length of a barrel. Like you said, operationally, you can run close quarter tactics class like the one that we offer at Vortex Edge, CQB. You should probably get another one for that plug. But it is phenomenal, and it doesn't really affect the ballistics that much. I mean, speaking personally myself, as you spoke on yourself, I have taken a 13.9 out to 900 yards at our Vortex Edge long range class as well. It does pretty well, and it does very well in close quarters, home defense, everything that you mentioned.
Can I ask a question on that? Did you need a tax stamp for that gun?
No, I have a pistol brace.
Oh, okay.
Which I still have like 80 days left, so.
Oh, so it sounds like you need an amendment to that 13.9.
Well, this is America.
Are you saying that he should have that?
Well.
All right. Wow. The close race so far. We have Ryan at 14, Cody at 13. Cody, you guys both did really well. You got some points there for those shameless plugs. I always like those. Okay. Question 2. Cody, you are up first on this one. You don't get a choice this time.
Okay.
Topic 2. Hold on. I need to reset. Do I need to reach? Nope, we're good. Sorry. Also, it's my
It's your first time,
crippling
man.
use of technology.
It's fine.
You spend more
Cody,
time outside.
Topic 2. Ryan will cut that out. No, he won't. What's the best movie gunfight of all time? Begin. Wait. Nope.
It's the button that says start.
I can't hold my breath any longer.
No. It just says stop.
Hit the button.
No, that's the Ryan said not to use that one. There. It's starting.
Favorite, all time. Number 1, I can think of about 6 different movie scenes that are all just amazing. Some of them are not really a gunfight. It's more like an obliteration of the enemy, like Saving Private Ryan. Heat is another one, but most notably, I think is most prolific is Open Range, Kevin Costner and Robert Duvall. The opening, how Kevin Costner walks up to an antagonizer of, his guy that got shot, or his kid got shot and shot the dog. He just walks up to him, starts a fight with a major blow. I think that is absolutely astounding. It knocked me off my seat, and then it proceeds for another like 15 minutes of just complete mayhem out in the middle of the streets in old Western times. That just really soothes my soul.
Nice. I'm going to go with a movie not a lot of people have seen, but I think has done such an amazing job of portraying the use of firearms, the effectiveness of firearms, and like what I'll consider realistic reactions to firearms being used on another person. It's the movie Munich, which is really good. Eric Bana, okay? That guy, pretty stellar actor. There's a couple of scenes in there I think in particular are quite exceptional, and the one is the bicycle pump scene, and if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about.
3 points for creativity there.
It's pretty wild. The second is the shootout where everybody's just going gonzo on each other. Bullets through walls, people being hit through walls. Incredible violence, incredible gore, but nonetheless extremely realistic. Everything in that movie with respect to the firearms, I just think they absolutely nailed it. They were kind of neophytes in the beginning. They weren't super good at handling them. And then as the movie progressed and they become more proficient with the means, it shows. Like you see that in there, big time.
Ryan, sometimes I like to malign you for your big words, but I did give you a point for using the word neophyte.
Thank you.
I don't even know what that means.
It's new.
Yeah. Noob. That's
that
the
would
common
be
vernacular.
Like me.
Yeah, noob.
Okay. Topic Number 3, gentlemen, moving along, Ryan, you will be up first. Topic number 3. Would you rather time travel 100 years forward or 100 years backwards, back in time?
Now, we should note something special about this question, Mark.
Okay.
It is the meatball.
Yo, you're right. This is the meatball of the month. Kelly C., thank you for submitting your meatball. And you're going to win a few things here. Ryan, do I talk to this camera when I'm talking about meatballs? This camera. You're going to win a Crossfire HD 10x42 binocular, a 100 yard, we got a 100 yard range, a $100 gift card for Vortex apparel, and a cameo from me, possibly, in Cody's Challenger.
It's going to have to wait a couple months, though. I'm sorry.
Maybe I could invite myself to your house and we can do it there.
That works, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's a meatball. And just a reminder, you folks out there, if you would like to be eligible to be the meatball of the month, you got to submit your comment. So Ryan, once again, are you going 100 years forward in time? Or are you going back to the future?
Yep. I like how you said that, Mark, back to the future. That was pretty good. You just slipped that right in there. Definitely for me, 100 years back in time. A couple of very important reasons why. One, simpler times, right? The year would have been 1923, excuse me. Math is hard.
Point for exactness.
Thank you. A couple of amazing firearms available and on scene, okay? I'm going to the Steyr Mannlicher factory and I'm gonna go pick me up a 1903 Mannlicher Schoenauer carbine because I've been looking for one. It would have been fairly newly minted at that time. That would have been great. Also gonna pick up an M1A1 Thompson, 27.8, well no, 27 wouldn't have come out yet. Oh, none of them would have. Oh my gosh, backing up. Browning M2 machine gun. I'm gonna pick up a couple nice side-by-sides from England, and I'm gonna hunt game that may or may not exist anymore.
That's an added bonus.
A lot of points for guns and bringing it back to hunting there.
Yeah.
Ryan, I really like that.
I got screwed up when I started thinking about Tommy guns, and I'm like, wait a minute, it's not the right time.
Did I not start the clock? I did start.
Cody
You gotta
gets
go,
ex-
Cody.
I know,
gets extra
dude,
time.
running out of time.
He gets extra time.
Once again, Ryan's looking at my sheet. I went back 100 years, but fantastically enough, I didn't want to go back then because of prohibition. Like, who wants to outlaw alcohol? Come on. How do we start our fires back then? You need alcohol, right? So I'm gonna go 100 years forward. Yes, we're going down this rabbit hole of how bad things can get in America, but we persevere. We're Americans. We know what we're doing. We're gonna wrangle this up and we're gonna go back to the path of success. And like Ryan mentioned, I can't wait to see what guns I can own 100 years from now. A Star Blaster? Can you hunt stars in 1923, Ryan? No, I can in whatever 100 years is from now. 2,123. That's it. That's all I got.
That's some good points, man. Star Blaster!
Star Blast. Hopefully I gave you a point for Star Blaster.
Oh, yeah,
I know I was
that
giving you
was-
some points for creativity there. Just everything was happening so fast in the future.
I'm just
you
having
know?
to pull it out, you know?
Rolled
It's
off
just,
the tongue, man.
That was crazy. I was thinking about, this was a tough one, man.
Yeah.
I would probably go back in time because
I would go back
I
to
love
open range
technology.
time.
I benefit from technology, but like,
And generally don't care for it.
you know, but then like you also, it's like, you know, you go back 100 years and you're like, oh, I cut my finger. I'm dead. You know what I mean? Like,
Dysentery on the Oregon Trail. Yeah.
so there's you know, there's a yin and yang to it. You got pros and cons there. I don't know. I guess I still toil with it. Depends if you have to stay. I don't know. I'm gonna have to. You
Yeah,
know what I
just a
mean?
quick
Like
visit.
if you're visiting,
Yeah.
like but if you go
Get the
back in
lottery
time-
numbers?
If you've seen Back to the Future in the one, like he goes and he has like that sports betting book, and I'm not
That's what I'm
saying
saying.
I probably, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't have used it for evil, just, you know, to
Well, a little bit of personal gain.
yeah, benefit myself a little, you know what I mean? Don't hate the player, hate the game. Okay. Question number 4, Cody, you're going to be up on this one. What is the question? Ooh, what is the best state in the union and why? Ooh. That's a good one. I like that one. Cody, are you ready? Doesn't matter, you're going.
Yeah, I know. I'm going. Best state in the union. Man, I want to think about this for a little bit. No, I'm not. It's Wisconsin. Hands down, that's where we're at. That's born and raised. Been to about every other state in the mainland here in the United States, all of which do not add up to Wisconsin. I mean, we have beer, we have brats, we have cheese, more beer, more brats, and more cheese. And Vortex Edge. I mean, where else do you get that? You don't get that anywhere else.
That's true.
Think about all the barrel manufacturers as well for related to hunting and precision shooting. Bartline.
Any others?
There are a lot.
There are a lot. I'm just drawing a blank right now. Let's go BCM and American Defense Manufacturing, also in Wisconsin.
My stars.
Bringing it back. Mr. Ryan.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, you're going to say Minnesota.
Not
let me
to
guess.
play the contrarian here, but I am going to pick the great state of Minnesota. My friend Cody, his merits were cheese and alcohol and sausage. A long pause later, he lands on Vortex is here, and that is a significant bonus. I had never told myself I was going to move east. It was not in the cards. When the opportunity for me came to come to Vortex here, I would never go back on that, right? It was the greatest decision of my life. If I could have it, the best of both worlds, we would also be in Minnesota because it is such a marvelous state. We have some phenomenally varied terrain. We have beautiful, the North Shore.
What about everything that's west, flat as
Well, sure, and he's not wrong. Minnesota, for a large part of it, is mostly northern Iowa, which is pretty abysmal. But when you get into the North Shore country, and when you get into places like the coniferous forests and the bog regions of the state, absolutely stellar landscape. And you can hunt spruce grouse.
Ooh, got one for spruce grouse at the end. That's cool.
I will say Bemidji is rather
It's lovely.
out there. Yes.
It's lovely. Been to Bemidji?
Yeah, I have. Played there.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. There's moose up there.
Yeah.
Oh, you used to play a little ball?
Look at him.
A little football.
Yeah,
Cody
me too.
reminds me of the guy when you're in some like heroic movie, the final boss that you have to fight because he's just a juggernaut of a human being.
But I'm a good boss, though. Like, I'm a good guy. I am a good guy.
You're big teddy bear,
Yes, huge teddy bear.
but don't make you angry.
Well, I'll just walk away.
Well, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
not. It just seems like a good idea not to do that. Boy, this is it. Are we at topic number 5?
Chugging along.
Where's your big water jug, by the way?
I regrettably lost it.
What?
It's on my desk.
It's
I
a
just forgot it.
55-gallon drum.
How do you lose it?
You got a backpack.
You need a forklift to carry it. All right, topic number 5, Ryan. Are
Yeah,
you ready to
we're ready.
see the topic?
Roll it.
I already know what it is.
The best cartridge
I'm just
that
here
never
for the
took
fun.
off. My man. Right on. Let's play the game.
You're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Well, you've got some thoughts on this?
I do.
Oh, interesting.
I do. Best cartridge that never took off. Something I'd call a lead balloon of sorts. I would have to say that the 350 Remington Magnum would have been an incredible cartridge to see come to full fruition and popularity. Not because it's a 35 caliber and I have any enamorment with 35 calibers, but because what the cartridge represented at the time of its inception. It was a true short magnum. It was developed for a remarkably bizarre format of rifle, this tiny little compact bolt gun. What's all the rage these days? Heck, I was just going through the SHOT Show releases for 2023 and I see that Browning released a 20-inch X-bolt chambered in 7 PRC. Now that is a little different, but following that form factor, the short, light, handy, efficient package, I think the 350 Remington Magnum, and we'll throw in the 6.5 Remington Magnum as well because it's kind of its little spawn, a great pairing. Concept never made it.
Cody, what do you got?
Well, I had to harvest my information from one of my colleagues down there. He's kind of a ballotician. He's a former Marine Corps sniper. Corey down at Vortex Edge, he went with the 260 Remington. It is in production today, yes, but there is some kind of controversy with it. It actually started out its name with the 6.5-08 A Square, made by the company called A Square, but Remington had submitted the paperwork about a month after A Square did, and they ended up with the name. But cartridge-wise, it uses a 308 that you can neck down to a 6.5, which essentially is, it's a 260, so it uses a 264 bullet. So it is essentially a 6.5 caliber, but it never really got any legs and made it out into like the hunting realm as much as 6.5 Creedmoor has. It still lives in the F-class field, which is beautiful. I think guys do pretty well with it, but I think it could have definitely got some more legs in the hunting realm.
Oh, you know what? It moved on me. Gentlemen.
What'd you think of that?
It was good. It was good.
Yeah, I mean, it is a thing, but it's just not as popular.
I own 4 260s. I tried so hard to love the cartridge. The first 2, absolutely doomed for failure because they were twisted wrong from the factory. And so there's a nail in the coffin for Cody's choice. It's a brilliant cartridge, ballistically speaking.
It's so funny that some of the new hotness that we have today
Nothing's
mimics
new.
it.
Nothing's new.
Mimics it so closely.
Correct.
Now, Ryan, I fell victim to your selection. You were talking original short mag. You were talking in lightweight, short, handy hunting rifles. I feel like you did that intentionally, and it worked. Cody, I appreciate the research and a lot of facts there with the old 260. And I mean, you're not wrong. That's one that
you don't see very often. You go into an ammo store or any kind of hardware Hank store, you're not going to find 260 that often.
Throwback for hardware Hank. The classic logo, friendly face, the red cap.
Real nice guy. All right, guys, here's the deal. That was question 5. We've got Ryan at 83. We've got Cody at 80. But guess what?
There's more.
We got another spicy meatball coming up right now from the same person who submitted our original meatball. Are you guys ready? Just when you think it's over, it's not. Cody, you're up first. Question number, Ryan, bonus question.
Bonus. This is bonus.
There's a word that says bonus right there, and this is it. Cody, if a dog wore pants, would he wear them like this in figure A or this, figure B? Oh, excuse me.
Send it. Figure B. If we look at how humans wear it, I think that we're covering our privates, and with that photo there, that's covering ample amount of privates. We're on figure A. There's something that's not covered. Granted, dogs don't have opposable thumbs, so they probably can't get their pants down. I understand that. But I'm still going to go with B. I mean, there's so many good boys out there. Like, so many good boys. Like, they got 2 good girls over there. They'll figure it out.
We have
can
2
train
dogs
them.
in the showroom.
Yeah, there's 2 dogs.
In the podcast room.
I think they would prefer comfortability-wise, because figure A, they'd also fall down, and they'd trip and fall, and I don't like to see dogs in pain. I'm just a big dog lover. There comes a teddy bear out of me.
Nobody wants to see a dog get hurt?
Never.
This is incredible. Absolutely incredible. I'm going to agree with Cody, figure B. And for mostly, I'm just looking at like the economy of motion here. If we can think about how dogs run, as a dog is motivating forward and its hinds are coming forward, its fronts are coming backward, the belt line and presumably the zipper and the button would be up front. I see this as being a challenge that would not be easily overcome. And I think that it, in general, would just be an issue. When we're looking at convention too, a dog wearing pants the lengthwise way just doesn't look like it's a dog wearing pants. It looks like you stuffed it in some sort of thing. I think that figure B illustrates the best chance of a dog wearing pants being socially acceptable. To Cody's point, they don't have opposable thumbs. Number 1 and number 2 could be a problem, but I believe that we could make some sort of accommodation with the design of the pants to allow number 1 and number 2 to occur as natural. We can see the tail protruding out of figure B there. It seems as if they have made that possible.
Well, if we just make them like Mark's pants, the zipper's always down, and then you don't have anything to worry about with A.
You know what? I can't. I'm going to give you that. That's pretty good.
Also, I was thinking about this deeply as you were going on. Suspenders on figure A, that solves all of our problems. The pants don't fall down anymore. And think about how cute those would look.
But the
Figure A just looks so restrictive.
It looks like the dog is sideways.
This is true.
And does the zipper run from like the front all the way to the back?
I think it's just like those technical pants that you were citing earlier. Yes.
That would be a good addition, actually, for these dog pants. Yeah.
I think Vortex Wear needs to make dog pants.
He's known for his ideas.
It's radical, but hear me out.
Gentlemen, The final tally, Ryan 92, Cody 90. It was a close match. You both did very well. And I commend the both of you. Very convincing arguments. Was this a high-scoring game?
That was a high-scoring game.
score.
Mark is very gratuitous with his points. Some of it I don't necessarily understand, but he ain't afraid to hit it. Okay. Jimmy kind of looks, he just kind of like stares for a long time.
He
and
contemplates.
You really got to
He's
fight.
calculating.
You really got to fight to get the tally up a little
Keep
bit.
it loose, you know?
Yeah.
That's it. That's the close. And actually, because we are closing, Ryan, you get to close it out.
Okay. Well, I can't remember what camera I look at, and it's that one. Okay, my last crack. Hunting season is not quite over. As we are rolling into February here shortly, I want to remind folks that up here in the Midwest anyways, we still have rabbit season. Okay, and this is something that we do a lot here at Vortex. Small little groups of us will get out and start pounding brush piles in pursuit of bunnies. A lot of good fun, camaraderie, and of course some live action when you're out there. You stomp on the right raspberry bush and you get 2-3 rabbits squirting out of it. It's a hoot. So I encourage you, as you're entering the doldrums of winter, abandon your ice fishing equipment and in fact find your scatter gun or your 22 long rifle and hit the fields and the fence rows for rabbits.
Bring it back. Bring it back home, you know?
Yeah. I love rabbit hunting.
That's where a lot of people started. I think that's where a lot of people should start hunting.
Yeah.
We keep starting with deer and big stuff. And
Moose.
You know what? A man ought to be as proud, or a woman, to hoist a handful of rabbit as they would a big rat.
I like it. Very compelling. I'm inspired. And hopefully you out there are inspired and enjoyed this episode of Spaghetti Shootout with me on this side of the table, Ryan on that side of the table, and our new guest, Mr. Cody. Thanks, everybody. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye.
Hell yeah, brother! Do you even know what those numbers mean? Like, come on, man.
Look, I was able to make it work.
You did phenomenal.
I'm just glad the numbers actually did something.
I'm just glad we didn't get muted.
There was no mutable offenses.
Yeah, no controversy.
Very civil.
Except for Ryan looking at my sheet all the time.